Hello, Barbara. Thank you so much for having this conversation with me. And we will talk about the Joy Academy and how you worked with the Joy Academy. And I'm so excited to share that with the world because you are like my favorite student. Really, like you're so focused and doing all the homework. And of course, you have great results when you do all the things. And we will talk about that shortly. But first, please tell everybody who you are, what you are doing, where they can find you, and then we will start with the questions.
Hi, Ronja. It's my pleasure to be here. I mean, I feel totally honored that you asked me to answer some questions and to give some input about how we were working together. But first of all, yes, I'm Barbara. I'm 52 years old and I live in Switzerland. I do have an office job, which I do to earn some money, 60%. But besides that, I have started to build up my own business. I'm in network marketing with Ringana, which is an Austrian company with very nice body products, but also to help you to be beautiful from the inside out. And I am building that business up live with people where I invite them, I talk to them, but also through Instagram. And I have an Instagram account where I promote a lot of our products, where I'm telling about it, and that's Vlogs Natural. I'm sure Ronja probably will tag it later. It would be very nice. Exactly. So go have a look there. And besides that, I actually really got on the way to do my business thanks to Ronja as well. But I think I will tell about that later. And yeah, I do. Besides that, other coachings, I was working with Ronja and I work with other coaches. I'm just on my way and it feels great. And here I am now.
So good to have you here because you told me that before you started Joy Academy, you felt kind of lonely in this feeling of, I want more, but people are judging me like, you have everything you want. What are you talking about? And tell us more about how was life before you started to focus on creating joy?
Yeah, I mean, it was the time just before turning 50. I thought it was horrible to turn 50. I get goosebumps now if I think about it. I was like, oh my God, now I'm old and what am I going to do now? I mean, I have a beautiful family with a husband, a beautiful daughter. And I was so focused into family life, taking care of my kids, my job, and I totally forgot about me. And then suddenly you turn 50 and you're like, and now? And now, was that it? And I was like, yes, I was stressed and I was feeling, I don't know, lonely inside or in a hamster wheel, just like, it wasn't the way I wanted it to be. And then luckily, there is social media and I was following a channel for moms. And there I saw this wonderful video of Ronja. And that's how I got in touch with her. And yeah, she really brought me on my way. And since 2 years, I'm going that way. And it's really, I'm totally different now.
I really think so. Like your whole being is, you're just shining and you're confident and just doing your thing. And my favorite sentence of you is, I'm the next 50 years, I do it my way. That's like, I tell that everybody because you told me it's okay to do so. This is so powerful because taking care of others is beautiful, but taking care of ourselves first gives us more energy, more to give. But first, we are first. We have to take care of ourselves, inside, outside, our mindset, our body, everything. And you embrace that beautifully, for sure.
Yes, I do. Absolutely. I mean, what you mentioned before, I mean, people kind of saw me like, oh, she's bright and she's balanced and things are great. But in the inside, it wasn't like that. And now it is. Of course, still not every day. I mean, I also still have my roller coaster, but I think that's just part of life, that you keep going. But it's so much better. I mean, a lot of things I have overcome through the work with you, with your tools, which even, you know, with 50, you turn older, so your hormones are different as well. And now I have the feeling like hormones were, it's in the second place. It was my inside which wasn't working out the way it should. And now this also got balanced out just like that. And it's just much more smooth in every way. Absolutely.
I mean that our thoughts have a direct input and impact on our body. That's just scientifically proven, but it's nice when you can try it and see the results yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so much connected with your mindset, the way you go, and then there are these really cool tools which you can use, you know, to help you do that. At the beginning, you're like, okay, are you sure that this will work? I mean, like you taught me to follow the moon cycle, doing with journaling, which is helping me to when we have the full moon. So it gets how do you say, it gets smaller and smaller. I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. So you write down all the things that you don't want anymore, and then when we have new moon, you write down everything you want to have more of. So it starts growing, and there's so many rituals and things you can follow and do, which are just helping you. And especially if you do it regularly, you start feeling there's really an impact. There's really an impact.
And I really feel that's your, I mean, that's your personal character, how you function, right? You are so good in being consistent. That's my weak place. Like doing things regularly needs a lot of effort. And for you, you can tell me wrong, but like you are so good at that. And that's why you were just like receiving all these results, like, yeah, give it to me.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's why, I mean, I like to be guided on the side somewhere. I mean, if somebody gives me tools, then I like to try them out. And if it works out, then I really try consistently to continue working with them. I mean, like the meditation, you probably still remember. I mean, that was my first motivation to really go live with you, when you had still some live meditations. And this is more than 2 years, and almost every day I'm meditating. And if I'm not meditating, I do listen to a podcast, or I read in a book, or listen to loops. I do every day something for me, even if I'm stressed or I don't have time, but a few minutes it has to be. And this I've really also learned now, because what happens often, and I mean, you always have this, I always call it the old Barbara, which comes and she tries to bring me back to my old me. And when you're stressed and you get there and you're like, oh, no, actually I'm tired, I don't want to do anything anymore, and oh, come on. But then to keep going, and if it's even a few minutes, it helps so much to get back into your energy again, and to know, hey, I'm on the right way. And yeah, working with you, that helped me so much, because yeah, you always gave that input to us again as well. Just keep on going, and if this doesn't work, maybe then try something else. I mean, Ronja has, I don't know how many tools. I probably don't know them all. I mean, she has somewhere a secret box where she can always get something out, which is so cool.
I mean, that's all in the Joy Academy. All the secret boxes are stored there in the different master classes. And some people like to do one masterclass per month. One client who is still in the Joy Academy for now, I think the third year, she's a medical doctor. And she had the goal to, in the first year, to do 1 month, one masterclass per month. And she did a hike and was walking into a different direction every time from her home. And like for 90 minutes she was walking, somewhere, and when there was an exercise, she was sitting down on a park bench or on a picnic blanket and did the exercise, then she's continued walking. That's so beautiful. But you can do it on your sofa at night whenever you want, because it's video recorded, and the challenges are daily, and a little input in your email. You can do it how you want, but it's guided. Like, you can let yourself be guided as much as you want to, but you can do it your way too. That's so important to me, because I'm the stubborn rubber daughter girl from the countryside. I don't want to be told how to do things exactly. But if you like that, if you like guidance, you can get that too. That's important to me.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I also appreciated. I mean, and then, you know, I learned to go out again much more in nature. And I think this mindfulness that you really get with the Joy Academy really helps also to lead you along the way. And for me, just, you know, the consciousness about little things that you see on your way, that just you have a much bigger awareness. And yeah, I also started doing that. Like, I go for walks or for jogging, and then I have Ronja in my ears, or I used to have, you know, all your things. Then you can listen wherever you are. That's really great. Or on the way to work in the train, that's still my time where I listen to podcasts and to coachings, and that's really cool because you can do it whenever you want. And if you're getting interrupted, you continue in another minute. So. Therefore, I really think that nowadays it's so cool with all these videos that we have with Zooms and also the recordings, because you can work whenever and wherever you want. And do you remember when I started your mastermind? I was in Greece. And
Yeah,
I was sitting on the balcony in the hotel, listening to part of the mastermind. And when it didn't work out, I did it later at the beach or wherever. So it's really great. Yeah. Absolutely.
And you went to Greece for a longer time because you were like deciding, I deserve that, and I don't have to do the household for my husband all the time. He can take care of himself, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this was also the first time for me in, I can't remember how many years, 15 or so, where I just went away for more than, it was just about a month, a few more days than a month. I mean, we had our summer holidays planned. We usually go since a long time to Greece because we love it. And then I just decided, why not stay longer than the regular holidays? And then I just stayed there another 10 days with my daughter. I did my home office from the hotel room. My daughter was in the pool in the meantime. And then after lunch, I stopped working and I enjoyed. And I mean, it was such a great decision. And I wouldn't have done that 3-4 years ago. I think I wouldn't have dared to ask.
Why wouldn't you have done that? Because we shouldn't do that, or that's like too extraordinary, or can you name it? Like, why did you shift?
I mean, there are a lot of reasons. First of all, I wouldn't have dared to ask my boss, you know, to work from Greece. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, we don't do that. Or are you sure this will work out? I mean, I would have been afraid that maybe the connection wouldn't work. Then also financially, oh my God, and then you're there and you have to pay the hotel for an extra 10 days. And overthinking of everything. And also my daughter, oh, I'm sure she's going to be bored. No way. I mean, just go for it and just follow your impulse. It's much more. And it was fantastic. I mean, it gave me so much energy. I was so energized after these 4 weeks coming home. Yeah. And then you realize that you really change because you overcome fears and you know, I think we sometimes follow rules which were taught to us, but maybe they are not our rules. And you just have to start cracking them away or breaking them away, just that you get liberated and you're like, hey, but this is me. I want that. And then go for it.
Yeah, that's one of the big goals of Joy Academy, to analyze all the expectations, the rules,
Yeah.
the expectations from like your grandmother and society and your neighbors and everybody around you, even your close family, and define your own rules. Like, I give a fuck for this and I don't care about this anymore. And here I set the boundary, and this rule, this is really important to me, so I keep it. You don't have to crash everything around you. The contrary, you can stay in your same life and maybe appreciate it more, but change little things so that you feel free and you can breathe and be your best self, because you deserve that. Just because the next 50 years I do it my way, that's like your powerful affirmation.
Yes, absolutely. And just to realize again that I'm allowed to do things, you know, not just because they say or you can't, just but allow yourself again things. And I think on the way in the life, you lose it, because as a kid you just try it out, and then you're young and you say, yeah, I travel, I do that, and you have this allowance for yourself. And then suddenly you kind of, or I stopped, and it was like, you know, you just follow the path, and yes, family life goes like that, this goes like this, and then start allowing again. Hey, yes, I'm here, and I once had a dream, so catch that dream again and follow it, and don't lose it. And that's really it. Yes, I'm still, you know, on my way. Next 50, it's 48, but maybe it's even 50 still.
Yes,
I still
50,
say 50. I still say 50.
Next 50 years, like being a healthy, vibrant 102-year-old, that's a good plan, right?
Yeah.
I have to check if she's still alive. I mean, I think she's now, if she's still alive, she's 108 or something, an English lady who drives her yellow mini cab to the yoga studio and is like 105 when they recorded that video. And she was like, yeah, the 80-year-olds, they complain about some like back pain or something. They should just do more sports. And she's such a vibrant woman. And that's like my goal. I want to become an old, sassy, healthy, vibrant woman, and yeah, just have a lot of time to do all the things I enjoy, because I really think it's so beautiful to be here, even though the world is so crazy around us. I would love to ask you that, like, the focus of Joy Academy is to create joy in your everyday life, and find out what brings me joy personally. You don't have to feel joy because somebody else likes it. It's your joy, your personal joy. But I don't want this program to be like shallow, like, oh, it's all about joy and we don't talk about the hard stuff. How would you talk about that? Like your experience with this joy focus, and how to balance the hardship of the world with it.
Yeah, I think I mean, I learned a lot as well. I mean, what you just said, I mean, the focus should be much more on me and not to the outer world all the time. I think we compare too much, you know, with other people, or also, yeah, as you said, I mean, there are a lot of horrible things going on in the world, but if you focus about you and your family and just a small surrounding, I think you feel much better. I mean, I don't listen to all the news anymore. I know what's going on in the world, but that's enough then. And I think that helps a lot as well, just not to be getting out of your balance again. Because if you take the energy too much from negative news all the time, it just, yeah, it's much more difficult to change your mindset, and especially the comparison with other people. Although, I mean, it was good for me, nevertheless, to be in the Joy Academy, because if you have an exchange with other women or other people in the Joy Academy, you also realize, hey, I'm not alone, you know. And I think that also helps. Sometimes we think, oh, is it only me which is so strange? I mean, am I having problems, and you always think the others, they don't, and anyway they're great, and then you start realizing that there are other women like that as well, and you can relate much more. And then it's so nice that you can motivate each other. You see, hey, she's going that way, she's doing this, and it really has an effect on them. And I think that also was very helpful for me at the beginning to know, hey, there are a lot of people in that Joy Academy, and they all have something, some common problem somewhere, and just you're not alone. You're not alone. So yeah, go for it. So you can make an impact. You can change a lot, and also as you said before, to your environment. I mean, they realize that you change. Some maybe think
how
it's
did
not.
they react to your changes? Because it's subtle, right? It's like over time, and then it's like growing hair. All of a sudden you have long hair, like, oh, your hair is so long. How did your surrounding react to your inner changes, and also how you act in the outer world?
I mean, within my family, my daughter, she's really cool. I mean, she's almost 12 now. She has always been quite impressed what I'm doing, and she's kind of following me in little steps sometimes. Sometimes she loses it, of course, again, but still. My husband, he's like, it's like an up and down. Sometimes, I mean, he realizes when I'm in a good mood and that it's actually cool what I'm doing, but sometimes he's like, what is she doing? And who is that coach? And who are you talking about? It's just like questioning. But in general, I get so much more feedback about, not how shall I say? I think my friends' environment, I mean, that has changed also people-wise. I mean, I have different people around me now, which I got to know because I'm changing, because I'm doing my business with Ringana. And that's the cool thing, because you also attract people which are your kind much more. And what I realize a lot is that people come to me, talk to me, are smiling at me because I have a bigger smile in my face. And I start talking also randomly much more with people. I mean, I'm so much more open, and people do, how do you say, like to open their heart towards me much more than before. So yeah,
What was it before? What was it before? How did you act before that?
You mean before the Joy Academy?
Yes.
How I was? Yeah, much more. I don't know. I mean, I can't really tell you. I think sometimes I had the feeling like I'm walking through the world and not really realizing what's going on right and left, and then somebody's tapping on your shoulder and like, oops, oh yeah, I'm here. And now everything is so much more conscious, and I really can walk with a conscious smile through the streets. Like when I go get my coffee, which I still go get almost every day, my favorite coffee shop. If I walk and I see people and say, hey, hello, it's a different kind, the way I say it, and you get a smile back. And already this can make my day. And before, I think I was just like walking, not really realizing, not watching right or left, or maybe probably just saw the bad smiles as well, like, okay, I have a bad day, she probably also has a bad day. And now it makes my day if I can bring a smile into the face of somebody. Absolutely.
That's so beautiful, because the ripple effect, you never know what your smile, the result in that person, maybe that was her best thing in her whole day, and she was differently acting with other people afterwards because she received your friendliness. I really believe in this power that, and I mean, I never ever say like, just smile, this stupid expectation that women should smile. What is that about? But if you are happy from the inside out and you're really enjoying your walk to your coffee shop and you smile from the inside out, that's just so powerful. It's not a smile, a fake smile because you think you should smile. It's a real smile, and people can tell that the difference. You feel it. And that's one of my goals for the Joy Academy. I mean, my goal is to touch millions around the globe, because we have an impact on our surrounding. We can't change everything. I believe as we make more money, we can give money to the causes we want to have an impact. Like for me, saving rainforest and the ocean is so important, and really for nature, I want to give away millions. But I can't. I have a family. I can't go and fight in the Amazonas and go on ocean cleanup project rides on the boat, or this is not my priority to be there physically, but I want to be able to give money away. But I'm called to have an impact on amazing clients like you, who are then spreading this inner beautiful real joy to their surrounding, and then it goes on and on and on and on.
Yep.
And that's powerful. That's really, really, really powerful. And you feel it. And I mean, look at you. You're so confident in your way. It's not a confidence cloak you got handed by me or by the Joy Academy, and now put this on and do this and this and this. You designed everything yourself. You chose, you did it, you tweaked. Oh, I have goosebumps, because you design your life, and you don't have to change your life to make it beautiful and more valuable. Everything can stay the same. You're just you're just changing.
Yeah, exactly. You're changing from the inside, and then one thing gives the other. I mean, I was working with you, and then you recommended me a book, and then you read that book and you read the name of another author. You go there, and currently I get I don't know, so many impacts and inputs from everywhere. You're looking for something, you get a special offer, then you get a gift that somebody is giving you, an energy. How do you say Übertragung? Energy exchange, it's not an exchange, but whatever. Anyway, it's like a meditation. I get that for free now from a lady, she who also has a program. And you know, it's just like, if you do one thing and you start, and it's for your good, and then it comes from everywhere. And this is so nice.
But it starts in the inside, and you feeling. I mean, you are meditating every day. I don't. I'm in awe of you. You know, like, I want to create my morning, and I do it most of the time. But I mean, look at you. You are doing it every day, consistently, and the world is responding to your energy.
It really is.
So what would you say to somebody who is thinking about, should I join the Joy Academy, yes or no? What do you say to this person?
Yeah, take your time and give it a try, really. I mean, I always say, at the beginning, of course, it's maybe things sound a little bit strange if it's new. What are they doing here? But give it a chance, be open for it, because it's the small steps which start growing, and then until you get the impact. And I just think, if you're already there and you have found the program, or you're listening to this, what you're doing now, you're already on your way. So you know that you want to change something. Otherwise, you wouldn't land here. It was the same for me. And then I get goosebumps now as well, because I was like, oh, I'm so happy I did that way. So if you're already there, it doesn't need much anymore. Just step in. And sometimes I know we're like, oh, spending money on that, or spending time on that, it's really worthwhile. Yes, it is. If you're here now listening to this, then you're already on your way, and it's absolutely worth to start and focus on yourself. I'm sure you will have an effect. And maybe at the beginning, of course, it's not from today to tomorrow. It's not overnight. But if you follow Ronja and see all the different tools that she has, go there where you think, oh, that really appeals me now. Start there and then do one thing after the other. And the nice thing, as what Ronja just also said before, you can do it in your own pace. I mean, you don't need to be fast or do it in your rhythm, the way it is good for yourself. And I think that helps a lot. And nevertheless, you have somebody on the side. You have Ronja, she's accompanying you. You can ask questions if something is not clear or whatever, and you get guidance. And that will help you just to go on the way. And I think, yeah, look at me.
I would never ever have said that before Joy.
No.
Look at me. Look at me.
How embarrassing. You would never do that.
I mean,
no, really.
You are still so like humble, you know? You are not a bragging, egoistic person at all. You will never be as successful and like, I mean, your success is inevitable. It will come and you will grow and grow this business. But the good, like, you stay a good person, but this humbleness or like timidness was just so much from the outside packed on you, and you stripped that away to just free yourself and say like, hey, I do it my way the next 50 years. And you found out how you want to do it now, and you will find out every day, you will find out something new. Oh yeah, and this, and it's a like plants or like a tree which is growing, it changes, and it's a never-ending process. But the Joy Academy to me is like a very, very fertile ground to start this journey of finding out who do I want to be on this on this stage of life, on this journey of my life, who I want to be with me, with others, with the world, with my body, with food, with movement. Define new rules for yourself in all different life areas. And I know your home was all the time beautiful, but some people say like, I'm so blocked because my house is a mess from attic to basement. It's just full of things. I don't even know where to start. And this can be the best starting point to just start to declutter and make your surrounding beautiful. Maybe that's not the priority. So you want to focus on something else first, but you decide that you don't complain on the inside every day about your mess around you. You're like, this is okay at the moment. I'm focusing on that. I don't give my energy away to this problem. You can choose and tweak and create your think with your thoughts. You create your feelings, and then how your day goes, and how your day goes creates how your week goes, and then your month, and 12 months is a year.
Or you do it the other way around. I was a perfectionist. I'm still are in certain things. It's much more chaotic now at home, and it's not so clean all the time anymore because I have other priorities now. I'm not just cleaning, and it doesn't just need to be perfect because other things are more important to me now. And that's, I think it's also important. I mean, you know, for me, you hear like, oh, they have a mess at home. I couldn't understand somebody having a mess. And now for me, it was freeing just to also sometimes let something stand and not being the perfectionist all the time. So it goes on both ways. Everything is possible.
So beautiful. Yeah, that's true. Like things which stress you out and constrict your own well-being or your creativity, you can change things. And it's not all just to say, I'm okay now with a mess. It has to be true to yourself, right? You have to work your way there. Like, I'm not stressed out when there is a mess over there because I chose to this, I decided to believe that it's really okay, because otherwise you're just doing things differently, but it's not true to yourself. That's not helpful. That's stressful again. But to find out, how do I want to do it, and do it your way. And in 2 weeks, you can decide that this is not working. It has to be perfect in the living room or something like that. You decide. You decide.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time and talking about your transformation, because it's a big one. And I want to tell everybody who is listening now and you're considering Joy Academy, in 1 year you can be a different person. I mean, you took 2 years, but even after 1 year you were a different person. You just evolved even more now. It's just, of course, we grow and grow and grow with time. But some people are really focused 1 year of Joy Academy, and others do 2 years or even 3 years because they want to. It's not that you have to. You have all the tools after 1 year. But if you appreciate the live calls and the community and the planning calls where we do the quarterly planning, 4 times 90 days planning, or the vision board retreat, the online virtual vision board retreat in January, of course you can stay another year. And I can tell you, after 1 year, there is a very wonderful offer. It's not the same price as the first year after 1 year, because it's like you should be awarded to stay for a second year. I can tell you that already here as a secret. Yeah. But it's important to me that you feel it. Like Barbara said, you feel it's right for me, I do it. I don't want to convince you. There is no money back guarantee, because there is a guarantee. If you do the things, you will transform your whole life. So you have to be sure. You have to be sure, I want to do that. I'm in, I'm all in. And of course, you don't have to be motivated every day of the year. You can just do nothing for a month, and then you can realize, like, oh, I miss my morning meditation, or whatever it is, what you want to do daily. And then you just do it again when you're ready to do it again. Final words of you are what do you want to share with the world?
Start allowing the things you want to yourself. How do you say it in English? Is it understandable? Just allow yourself something. Don't think too much about, like, if it's money or time or whatever. If you feel you want to go another way, allow it to yourself. I think it's so important that we allow ourselves things and not just always give it to everyone around us. Allow it for yourself. Do it.
Do you know that the masterclass I'm doing before this is called Allow? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know. You see? We are connected, Ronja.
Allow.
Really allow.
Allow yourself to want more in your life, even though you have a pretty good life already. That's the point. Yeah. I mean, my clients are amazing. I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm not a therapist. This program is for the people who are healthy and doing great, but they want more. And it's you allow yourself to want more and define, what is that more? What does that mean? And what is missing in my life? Can you say what was missing in your life before working with the Joy Academy? Like, what did you long for, but you couldn't say exactly? It's something is missing. Do you know the missing piece now?
Yeah, I couldn't dream anymore, or I didn't allow me to dream anymore, and I didn't know what I wanted. Now I dream again. I have visions, and I'm allowing that I know where I want to go. No, really, it's Now I can speak it out. I mean, it was such a long time I didn't know. I know I want something, but I don't know what. And now I know, and I have visions again. I have dreams again. So good. It's so good.
And when we have dreams and a vision, today is just easier to create a good day for you because you know where you're going. But when you travel to a destination, you're not stressing out that you're not there already. You're on your way, right? Like if you want to drive from Switzerland to Spain to Barcelona, this takes time. You're not there in a half an hour. So after 3 hours, 4 hours, you're not like, oh, we'll never arrive. It doesn't make sense. I go back. You wouldn't do that. This is an analogy I heard from Abraham Hicks the first time, and it's so true. And then you drive for another hour and for another hour, and you can experience beautiful things, but you're still not in Barcelona because there are some kilometers between you. And then if you continue going into the direction of Barcelona, you will be there eventually. You can experience beautiful things there, but maybe then you want to go to somewhere else. So
exactly.
It's
keep on moving. Yeah, keep on moving. I mean, one of my favorite words nowadays is movement. I mean, if you have dreams and visions, you need to be in the move. Keep on going, keep movement. I love this word so much now, movement. Be in movement, and then yes, things will come along your way.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Barbara. I will link.
You are very welcome.
Thank
you so much.
There on Instagram, and we can also put your link of Ringana where you can order products directly, right? And it's on your
Absolutely.
account.
Yes, exactly.
This link too.
Exactly. And if you tell me in advance that you want to register, you also get a voucher from me. So you get some extras.
So is it the better way to DM you directly?
Yes, exactly. If you PM me, then I can give you a voucher. If you do direct registration, the voucher isn't in the system. So you get it personally from me. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes.
And they have the honor to get to meet you. So that's even better.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's
Thank you also.
And is it worldwide? Is it worldwide? That's no problem.
Asia is difficult. I mean, yeah, exactly. They don't do direct shipment. US is coming now. US and South America is coming as of autumn 23 or then beginning of 24. Then they will even produce everything directly in South America, in Mexico.
Okay.
So then the shipment will be super easy. Yeah. So they're expanding now. But Europe-wise, all good, all fine.
Because my girl is using Ringana products every day, and she's a big fan. My skin is somehow not compatible, but that's the beauty for these starter sets you have in
exactly
to really try it out. And
sample sets either for your face or for your body, where you can really try out, and the samples are really nice and big, so you have for at least 1 week, and then you already get the feeling for the products.
Perfect.
And it's all natural, and it's all fresh, and it's all vegan, which I think is also important nowadays, and no chemicals at all, no microplastic. So really very nice green products for a green bathroom. Yeah.
Perfect.
Really cool.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you, Ronja.
Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Take care.